Hey. Good evening. So welcome to the Cosplay America Craftsmanship Contest. We had a wonderful event with over 40 contestants this year. And basically all the pre-judging is done, all the stress is over, so this is their chance to just show you all their hard work. Are we ready? So I want to make sure you guys cheer really loud for everybody. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to test you, okay? I am your contestant. What are you going to do? Perfect. All right. You need to have that energy for every single one of these people over here. So what do you say? Should we get right into it? All right. Here we go.
All right, first up tonight we have Tabitha Cerberus as Belle from the movie Belle. The flower petals. The flower petals are made with a texture fabric and interface with foam to give a plump petal look, some of which are dyed to give an ombre effect.
Next up, we have Knight Arcana as Azra Alazar from the Arcana. They have been cosplaying since 2007 and love a good sewing challenge, like the seam stripes and applique on their coat.
Sorry. So this is EV Cosplay, who's cosplaying as Soul Survivor from Fallout. This costume has 4 hours of satin stitching and tons of weathering.
All right, next up we have Lunar Lynn as Rapunzel from Tangled. For Rapunzel's best day ever, she decided to make a special gown with some good old-fashioned spiral steel corsetry, ombre dyeing and airbrushing. She won't be climbing towers anytime soon.
Next up we have Triceratops Cosplay as Anastasia by Hannah Alexander Art. This was her first embroidery project with over 40 hours worth in therapy because of chiffon. And her resin music box actually plays Once Upon a December.
Next up is Soul Character from Hades game, and the character is Persephone. This is their first time 3D modeling and printing. There are 82 snake bones sewn onto the costume, real snake bones, and it took around 250 hours to complete.
Alrighty, next up we have Sassy Seamstress Cosplay as Sansa Stark from Game of Thrones. Over 75 pieces of laser cut and laser etched leather. The entire cosplay was draped digitally using Glow 3D software.
Next up, we have UNCG Hoovian Girl as Carmen Cortez from Spy Kids 3D. This foam armor build also includes 3D printing, resin casting, and articulating fingers.
Next up, we have Revolving Door Slammer as Lapis Lazuli from Steven Universe. This cosplay is hand crocheted with stitches and textures that pay homage to Lapis's character art.
All right, next up we have Pam and David as Azrael and Crowley from Good Omens. Almost everything was made from scratch, and both costumes involved making alterations to patterns and 3D printing. Azrael required Devoured Age the Best, leather work, gold leaf, and wig work.
Next up, we have Willow as Willow Park from the Owl House from Disney. The golden thing on the cloak is a reference to Willow's best friend, Amity Blight.
Next up, we have Cosplay the Family Way as Kakashi Haruka from Naruto. This is her first time weathering, and the wig is her favorite piece. The shading is done with eyeshadow.
Next up, we have Kaylee Makes Crafts as Lanfear from the Wheel of Time. This costume features 4 different kinds of leather and was saddle stitched by hand. The back of the bodice featured carved and tooled leather working, and the headpiece is made of paper.
Next up, we have That's So Cosplay as 2 Freeman warriors from the new Dune movies. Fun fact, the weathering for these costumes includes cinnamon, the spice that must flow. They also use actual sand in their shoes and costume crevices from a sand dune photo shoot. And just as something extra special, they celebrated their 9-year wedding anniversary yesterday.
Stepping into her destiny, it's Snowy as Zelda from The Legend of Zelda, Skyward Sword. The skirt is lined with organza. Fairy lights are added to replicate her light powers in the game.
Please welcome next Maya Like Papaya as the Queen of Hearts original design inspired by Elizabethan fashion. Maya's favorite part of this cosplay is all the little references to the original Disney movie. She is painting the roses red.
Next, we have Tate Cosplays as Star Guardian Miss Fortune from League of Legends. She made her prop guns in one night before a con.
Next up, we have Shy Glaceon Cosplay, cosplaying as Eternal Return, and this is their first time 3D printing.
Up next is Raz Sibilla Cosplay as Blooming Starlight Clee from Genshin Impact. On this costume, she did hand-dyed lace, raised hand embroidery for the first time, and hand-sewn sequins and beading.
Next up, we have Ari and Bree Cosplay as Hua Chung and Shi Leon from Heaven Official's Blessing. They use their fabric choices, textures, and embellishments to capture the fanciest Ghost King and his beloved trash god.
Next up, up, we have Katsumi Cosplay, and they're cosplaying an original design of Thousand Sunny from One Piece. This costume is weathered with coffee grounds and tea.
Next, we have Time Twin Creations as our 2024 youth winner as Hatsune Miku. This cosplayer has lots of crochet details, bows, and a gigantic life-size spoon.
Next, we have Poser Sushi as Sakura Miku from Vocaloid. This is her first cosplay that she's completely made from scratch.
Next up, we have Dubs Cosplay as Mirabelle Madrigal from Encanto. The entire skirt is made from scratch, including the pattern, and everything was hand embroidered, even the shoes. And 3 different fabrics were used for the skirt.
Next up, we have Never Too Much Cosplay as Garen from League of Legends. This is his first armor build with many of the EVA foam elements custom patterned by tracing game assets in Photoshop, then hand painted and weathered.
Next, we have Make Lovely Cosplay as Sleeping Beauty, illustrated by Sakizo. All of the lace on this costume is hand sewn.
Next, we have Rhonda Puck in her original design of a Ghibli-inspired Victorian walking suit. This was her first time bringing her love of Victorian fashion and her love of Studio Ghibli into an original design.
Next, we have All Mimu from Drifters Anime by Gigabyte Cosplay. They made this costume in 2016 by making the piping by hand and hand stitching designs. They used 4-way stretch for the thigh highs and modified and made the sleeve covers and created the pattern for the tops, tights, and shoes.
Now we have Battle Angel Cosplay as Tinkaton. What do you call a Pokemon who... What do you call a Pokemon who hunts other Pokemon? A Monster Hunter! This costume features Kumihimo braiding and 3D modeled scales printed directly onto fabric.
Next, we have Sarlcon as Salem from Ruby. The texture on the prop is entirely hand sculpted with foam clay, and the prop also features removable pieces for travel.
Next, we have Dylan as Husk from Hazbin Hotel. All the wings were made by Ham with each individual feather.
Next, we have Carolyn Cosplays as Bakugo from My Hero Academia. This look for Bakugo brings the heavy artillery in anticipation for the climax of the series. It took them 8 months to complete.
Next, we have Big Orange Hat as Nimona from the comics and Netflix adaptation of the same name. All 900 plus sequins are hand sewn.
Please welcome Due Cat as young Princess Zelda from The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. This costume was made with 4 different colors of silk dupioni and lots of hand stitching.
Next, we have Morley Menagerie as Yanma from Pokemon. The wig is entirely handmade with a crochet wig cap and latch hook yarn. It was then braided and styled. The bodice has over 1,200 hand-sewn beads.
Next, we have maker M. Wild and model Christina Wheeler from Anastasia. And this cosplay features unique adaptive sewing techniques and over 3,000 hand-placed rhinestones.
Next up is Sleights of Hand as Shoto Torodoki from My Hero Academia. Fun fact, there's actually fire, the safe kind. There's a smoke machine in the back plate. It was completed in 5 months and is functional. 3D prints modeled themselves, hand-dyed fabric, and EVA foam. Use aerospace-grade nylon filament in the 3D prints.
Next, we have Ilya Porcelain Cosplay as Loot from Has Been Hotel. Despite her commitment to the costume, losing an arm is one step too far, even for her.
Next, we have John Hudson cosplaying as Chainsaw Man. His mom made this costume for him, and he can't see through it.
Testing. All right. How about those contestants? All right. So without further ado, we're going to go straight into the awards. Are we all ready to find out who won? So these are our lovely judges. I'm going to let them introduce themselves, and I'm going to go start collecting the goodies. Ooh.
All righty. Let's give those contestants one more big round of applause, don't we? Fantastic job. So my name is Kelly. I go by EVL Cosplay Online. I've been cosplaying for 18 years. I've got a couple awards myself. And I just love craftsmanship cosplay, and you guys did a fantastic job.
Yes. Hi, my name is Megan. I go by Musakura Cosplay. I've been cosplaying for over 15 years. I've competed here, I've won here, and it is such an honor to be able to judge here. Thank you.
Hello, and I'm Denise. I go by Skeleton Key Cosplay, and I've been cosplaying for something like 16 or 17 years, give or take. It's been an honor to judge here, and I'm just so excited to see what everyone has made. I can start us off. So we're going to start off with our Judges Awards, and I just loved this costume. I think this person said it was their second costume that they made, and the accuracy was just so incredible, and the hand stitching was gorgeous. If you get a chance to check it out in person, face to face, please do. It is Patricia Wilson as Mirabelle.
Yeah, go back down.
Alrighty. So what I really loved about this costume is not only the adaptive techniques that were used to create it, but the beautiful fit. It's hard enough to fit something on yourself, but fitting something on someone else, amazing. So this is gonna go to Emma Wild for her Anastasia cosplay.
So everybody knows our lovely Emma is the one in the wheelchair here, and she made this beautiful Anastasia costume, and she did an amazing job. She fit it to her. It's absolutely stunning, and she did a fantastic, fantastic job. Alrighty, so for my judges award, I couldn't stop oogling over particularly one part of this costume because the texture on it was amazing, and you should all look at it. But also, it came apart, and they could travel with it easily, and it made me really cool. So it's Sarah Khan as Salem from Ruby. Okay, like her prop. Like, look at it up close and oogle the texture. It was so good. Your boy is the best.
All right. Looking at our youth, we love youth. We love seeing the inspiration and the enthusiasm starting so young. Second place is going to go to John for his Chainsaw Man. And he was really rocking it up here. Yep.
And in first place, we have Amelia as Sakura Miku.
Alrighty, so next up we have our beginner division. So this is like our novice division. These are folks that haven't really won an award yet or fairly new to making costumes. And everybody did such a great job. So we're gonna start off with third place for our beginner division. And it goes to Morali Menagerie as Yanma. We loved all of the different techniques that she did on this costume. I mean, she made her own wig. She made the wig cap. She put all the yarn in it. She made all her little buddies and crocheted them. It's so good.
You did such a beautiful job. Seriously, well done.
Give her a round of applause.
Okay, and in second place, we have Ari and B Cosplay as Hua Cheng and Shay Lian.
Thank you. Oh my God.
Yes.
Alrighty, for first place in the beginner category, honestly, when this person walked in the room, we were so stunned by how clean and beautiful this costume is. It's gonna go to Soul Character as Persephone. Seriously, you guys, it's such a beautiful costume. And you have a bag.
Thank you. Wonderful. Pass the mic to get third place. Pass the mic. There we
Okay, so now we're going to start in on our journeyman category. So in third place, we have Make Lovely Cosplay as Sakizo's Sleeping Beauty.
Perfect. Alrighty. In second place, we have Kiriashi as Aziraphale and Crawley. Got it? Perfect.
So our first place journeyman goes to That's So Cosplay for their Dune still suits. These costumes are incredible. They're such a technical challenge. You guys, to look at them up close, they did an amazing job. Like, amazing. Congratulations, fantastic. I'm gonna hand that to you. You're welcome.
All right, moving on to the Master Division. So, in third place, we have Rhonda Pack for her Studio Ghibli Victorian walking suit.
Well done. Yeah, seriously. Okay, and in second place, we have Lunar Lynn and her Couture Rapunzel. Oh my God, that's heavy.
It's heavy, she says.
Yes.
I think I managed. Alrighty. I'll tell you, our masters didn't make it easy, you guys. So first place in our master, we actually bumped them from Journeyman. It's Knight Arcana as Azrael Al-Nazar.
Y'all, when they walked in the room and said, "Oh, this is a journeyman," we're like, "This is a master. Look at this coat. This is mastery. It's beautiful." Yes. You got it. Okay. I have both the mics now.
Ready?
Yeah, I can hold this.
Okay. Oh, you want me to announce it?
You can announce.
All right, alrighty. So let me get a little drum roll for our best in show. Alrighty. Our best in show goes to Kaylee Makes Crafts' Landfear from the Wheel of Time. Yes.
Yes.
Stunning. This costume is beautiful, you guys. Like, please look it up close. It's so clean. The leather work is stunning. Like, it's perfection.
And the motif on the back, also, there's so many details to check out in this cosplay. I hate to say harass her, but yes, she deserves it. The work is amazing.
The fantastic job. So if we could have all of our winners come up to the front here so we can do a group photo before everybody leaves. So if you want to get a picture of everybody, we'll have them up here at the front. But thank you to all our contestants. Everybody did such an amazing job, and please check out everybody's costumes.